Hello, and welcome to Beyond the Rift! I'm your host, DeamonMachine. This is my co-host, Rebel, who's inevitably going to say something to interrupt me. Ha! He doesn't do it! Today we are joined by Mini Cooper over in the tiny left corner, Sprayarn from the Copenhagen Wolves, SmackTrickz from Victoria's Secret, and Scytheman, that guy over there.
Poop.
With the poof hair. Da-boo. Da-boo. So, we have tons of stuff to talk about. What we're going to open it up with is the results that I care about because I was the administrator for said tournament, but it is both results from North American and the European tournaments. So let's take a look at these winnings that people had over the weekend. Ha! Yes, look at that. We had SK Gaming coming in first, Victoria's Secret coming in second, and BLG EU bringing up third with quite a style. Then, of course, we also had Root Gaming, Curse Gaming, and Snipe Gaming in the first, second, and third positions there. Was anybody surprised? No, not particularly. What are you doing? Why are you doing things? You are distracting. So. Wow. What Gret just said totally threw me for a loop. Sorry. Yeah. So, that was the results of this past weekend. As you can see, Victoria's Secret came in second, losing out to SK Gaming. I had to SK because it just, like, I wanted to say...
It's okay, dude. We know you can't
care.
talk. We know you can't talk.
Yes.
It's all right.
So SmackTrickz, give us a little quick recap of those games. I mean, you guys played awesome! And the fact that you had 2 subs, right? 2.
Yeah, well, shout out to the subs, but I mean, they really performed. I didn't expect that we would get there, but yeah. The first game was pretty even, and we got ahead early, which pretty much made us snowball the entire game. Second game was a lot more back and forth, but eventually they won a big team fight, and third game was just a complete rollover from SK.
Yeah, what did you think of that Afro mid?
He played really impressive against RevilZero, so I was actually surprised when they picked it. But Sayo is known for doing crazy stuff. His Nisha mid didn't quite work, but
yeah, didn't quite work out.
I wish it would have.
Yeah, I wanted to see that as a new meta. You know, Najah mid. Oh, where's Kret? I want to say Jablanc would be good mid as well. I'm sure, just because I wanted to say Jablanc and have Kret rage in the chat. Makes me so happy. Yeah. Oh, it's so great. So, other than that, Sprayarn, how are things over in your part of Europe? It's very dark there because it's like 3 in the morning. How are you doing? You are still up and you can actually speak without whispering.
Yes. No, it's good.
It's good. You live in a dark cave, which is fine.
What a talker.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's not your fault, Sprayarn, because as soon as you started talking, it looked like Cooper vomited a little. So
Cooper's still eating. God.
It's okay. It's nothing personal.
I'm done. I'm officially done.
He's officially done. Congratulations.
So, welcome to the show. You've been in our box with typing stuff quite a lot.
Yes, you do.
So, welcome. And how are the Copenhagen Wolves doing?
I know you guys were quite more demoralized after this past weekend's performance. I mean, even you admitted it, I guess, would be the best way of saying it. You felt like you played horribly, and so... Boy, it's got a cap on it. Jesus.
So easily distracted by like anything that pops up, he's like, oh!
He takes this. It's like some sort of dressing, and he takes it and turns it over on the desk. And the last time I looked at it, it didn't have a top on it. So I'm like, you're pouring this stuff all over my desk. What a jerk. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Copenhagen, yeah, you guys have been having a rough time lately. Have you not been practicing lately?
Yes, people have lost the motivation to play Smite a bit. It has affected us a lot, seeing as we came into Sunday, everyone thinking that we will win.
Yeah.
We came in we had no plans, no tactics, nothing.
That's a problem.
Yes, so we decided to use just play, and unfortunately we picked a bit weird, seeing as we had in a match against Vix, we had Odin on Zhangbei. And if anyone has seen us play, he always plays a ranged AD. He never plays anyone else. I mean anything else.
Sure.
So it was a bit weird picks for us. We actually got a pretty good start against Vix, but once it came into mid game, we just failed hard.
Hey, it happens sometimes, man.
Yeah, it happens.
I know that you guys even had a rough time. Who was that game before that? You guys were kind of starting off on a rough foot, and then Agni ended up Spoo as Agni was able to basically steamroll and win that particular game.
Yeah, that was against Lemon Gaming.
That's right, E-Lemon. The guys who were running with Proxy QQ, GG, whatever the hell his name is. Today, Repicos. Some very well members. It's like E-Lemon's kind of like the culmination. Culmination. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Of like,
that's what I'm here
I don't
for.
want to say leftovers, but just people who haven't already been on a team.
Wow. We're not calling you guys leftovers.
No, we're not calling you leftovers. Just we'll call you yesterday. No, I'm just calling.
We're not yet leftovers. You're just yesterday's dinner that's been in the fridge all night.
Right.
That we're heating on the stove.
Yes, because the microwave is far too quick.
Yes.
So
we want that slow burn.
So I mean, have you guys been practicing this week at all? Spray?
Us?
Yeah.
Us or no?
So, I mean, are you? Is it risking of CW falling apart and breaking up?
Who knows? At the moment, I have no idea. Spoo hasn't been home. He has been at his grandfather's place. I will say. I'm not entirely sure.
Don't quote you.
Yeah.
Don't quote
He's gonna be the whole week, so he will probably be back until Sunday, though.
So he'll be here to play Sunday.
Probably.
Okay.
Great.
So basically, CW's fate is up in the air at the very second. We really hope that do not go anywhere because we really love them a lot, and I mean they are one of the oldest rosters in the game. So I mean it's
really
kind of
are.
understandable that they're getting a little bit burnt out.
We aren't we are the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are the
oldest.
oldest.
Don't let me take away your glory there, jeez. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just giving myself some deniability, plausible deniability by saying one of the. But no, yeah, you're definitely the oldest. I mean, you guys were Bipolar Method, then you were. Wait, who were you before that? You were.
MLG.
No.
Well, actually, it all started.
Weren't they ESG?
Eat Sleep Gaming.
ESG,
Yeah.
that's it. I knew it was something like that.
ESG.
Well, actually, it was one step ahead of that. But the first team Spoo created was actually called Play for Fun. That one lasted a week. After that, Xing and his team joined ESG or something. It was like Xing, DK, and someone. I don't know. Yeah. And then Spoo's teams were called ESG EU since Xing, Haruka, and Spoo were actually playing in a team before that happened. But the thanks to the NAs and time zones, it didn't really, let's say it, it didn't really fix it,
Yeah.
It didn't really work out in the end.
Yeah.
So Spoo and Haruk made an EU team and were called ESG. Basically.
Cool. Yep, and then they went from ESG to Bipolar Method to Copenhagen. Right?
Yep.
No, there was My Revenge as well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about My Revenge. Yes, My Revenge. Sorry.
It was ESG, Bipolar Method, My Revenge, and then Copenhagen was.
Yes. So, fantastic. So, SmackTrickz, tell us about Victoria's Secret, because most people think that they just appeared out of nowhere. Answer that question. Did you guys just appear out of nowhere? Or
yeah, because did you really just
not
appear
really,
out of
like,
nowhere?
We have 3 core members from the old Vivacity, so like Jake, Murder, and eventually me. I was EF33 before I renamed back. So we played actually together since the 10K tournament. And then eventually we had some roster changes. Cyberman left, so we picked up Reels. Then was Replicas and Murder, Jakio, and me.
There's no sound from here.
We won the My Revenge once, placed third, and came second in the Curse.
Sounds coming up.
When we picked up Little Cats, and basically we've been playing as that roster for like 3 weeks, I believe now. So, yeah, and we've had the team huddle.
I love the team huddle. Please, what made you guys decide to come up with said option?
Well, when
strategy
in the NA tournament, like we were placed against Root first game. So we were like, okay, whatever, let's just team huddle this, and like I put an Quang Tornado and we all huddled inside it. And we just started doing it.
That's great. It is a great little hidey hole.
Like we've been screening teams now, and they like one team like walks up to our tier 1 tower and lines up and taunts us from there while we do our team huddle. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys became instantly famous with the team huddle because it's like that's what people were quite impressed with.
Yeah.
It's not sending it out to there because there you go. Now it'll send it out to there. Yes, trumpets for all.
Yellow.
Yellow trumpets.
It's just like that in the Reddit thread. Everybody knows what the team huddle is, and they know that Victoria's Secrets had it. I mean, it's a brilliant PR move, is what it is. So you guys will forever be remembered as the team huddle team.
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret,
Although,
the team huddle team.
People like
forever
be remembered as the team huddle team. You have the stream going.
Team huddle team.
People, you are a terrible person.
I know. What can I say?
I got a question.
No, you're not allowed to say that.
That's fine.
It's a great PR thing. I mean, it makes you guys very known. It's very very viral in that sense. So Cooper, you may say things now.
Oh, so SmackTrickz, I was wondering, how do you guys feel about your team right now? I mean, do you think that you guys are good, in a good place, that you're ready to compete with the top teams? I mean, obviously last week showed a little bit of that, but I mean, do you think you're ready to
Didn't they get
repeat?
second?
Why are you insulting them like that?
No,
Oh,
that's
no,
not what
it's
I'm
okay.
saying.
Like, well, the thing is, we've actually shown consistency over the past month. Like, the past month, we've come third in the My Revenge. We've come first in the My Revenge. We've placed second in Curse, and now second in the EU tournament. So I would definitely say that the results over the past month have definitely proven that we're a solid team now. The only thing is, like, the past 2 weeks, we've had members missing, and this week, Little Cat had to go because he had to attend some, birthdays. And that it has put us behind these 2 weeks in terms of practicing. We've always had to have subs fill in. But last week turned out great, even though we had 2 subs, so I'm hopeful for this weekend as well.
Yes. So
Awesome.
is Little Cat's going to be here this weekend?
Yeah, he will be.
Okay.
It's just the unfortunate thing that we can't scrim as a
Team
main
yet.
roster.
See,
Like, we haven't actually effectively scrimmed as a complete team since 2 weeks. We've always had somebody fill in. It's unfortunate, but we'll have to work around it, and
Yeah.
it shouldn't be an excuse in the end.
unfortunately, life does get in the way of things. Isn't that right,
Yeah.
Scytheman? Life and computer problems.
Soon.
So some good news for everybody is that Scytheman has his computer parts. They are on his desk, staring at him in the face because he doesn't have a case to put them in. So they're just going to sit there till tomorrow, which his case should arrive, and then Scytheman will furiously build a computer so fast that it might catch on fire, and then his mouse will be burning across his mouse pad so fast because he's going to be trying to get into Smite so fast and installing things that he could cause a small thermonuclear explosion in South Jersey.
Or his hair.
Or North Jersey,
North
wherever the
Jersey.
hell you are. I
So
just
what
wanted
does
to
that
say
mean for
something.
real
It's
Jersey?
like Jersey's a big place.
It
you know?
is. It's so small. It's like that big.
Okay.
So for the people that are new to the stream, Scythe getting this new computer, what does that mean for the competitive scene?
It means that the
VLGNA.
best will have competition because there is another announcement that the best is coming back to Smite. Is that what the best is coming on here into the chat to confirm?
No.
That was a very short break. That was like a week break.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need.
What?
Hey,
No
it's like a
way.
week and a half.
The best ain't gonna admit it.
Yep. See,
The best. Your time is up. Scytheman has his pots. They will be. It's been 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks. Although he subbed in. So you are like John Elway. Is that what it is in the football? I don't know. Pick a famous sports person that retires in the football. That retires and is like, I'm done with this game forever. All right, I'm coming back. The best, the ultimate PR gimmick for the best. It was all really just a PR gimmick to get Curse some attention after Zatman left. I'm totally throwing you under the bus, the best, and as well as everybody else. Thank you. PR gimmicks for the win, and same with the Pon leaving. I mean, he kept it very low, like under the radar. That he was just quitting or he was stopping for a week to have tests and do things for school, and people are like, oh my gosh, Pon's leaving Smite, and he's just like, shh, don't tell anybody, I'm just on a little break for school. And so everybody's freaking out. So everybody's talking about Curse because everybody's leaving, and now everybody's back. Except for Sparks and Zatman, but that's whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's just Sparks and Zatman.
It's just Sparks and Zatman. It's just those guys. Ugh. So I'm looking so forward to seeing all this new and upcoming competitive time, especially once BLG gets a good roster going. Oh, we got some things in our pipe. Ooh, we got some things in the pipe.
Yeah, we've got some things in our pipe in there, smoking. Sorry.
But you had crit, though.
So we have some nice, neat plans, and we will be quite happy once Scytheman is back to start making them happen. So.
Soon. Very soon.
Yes.
So
we'll have 2 teams.
It has been confirmed that the best will be coming back now. He is done with his 3-week hiatus. It's not so much that he quit, he's just taking a small break. Very small.
I don't know, 3 weeks is kind of a good amount of time.
But he played during those 3 weeks. He played last weekend. He subbed in.
Well, it's not like he was practicing.
Maybe he wasn't practicing.
Yeah, he's just staying on top.
That wasn't even his spot.
Yeah. He was subbing in something random out there.
Mr. Dynasty Star, what team that was faced Bacon is my team? That's my happy fun time when I want to play the game and just have fun with people. I have a small crew that play under the Bacon tag, and
they're
the
all
BLG
really
Baconators,
bad.
and we're all really bad. So
well, that's that's the.
It was a casual competitive team when we were playing in it.
And aren't your kids in that?
No.
No.
I invited the 9-year-old, and he opted to leave and make his own clan because he thought we were terrible.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with him. He's a pretty smart kid.
Oh, we're not that bad. Just together.
Yeah.
Just bad.
Just together, we're all horrible. When we're separate, we do great. So. Yay! You fought us. Huzzah! So, all right. Other topics.
Well, you didn't fight me.
We wanted to talk about Fenrir a week later.
Yes.
Fenrir. Who got a small nerf?
Kind
Would
of
that what we call it today?
Small.
By
small
you
giant?
mean gigantic?
He's absolute garbage now.
Oh,
The funny thing
I
is
don't know
I
about
played.
that. I'm
I
still
like.
seeing it crit.
Say that again, Scytheman?
From what I've seen today, it's still critting. It just does base damage now instead of auto attack damage.
Yeah, base damage plus.
It can't be
the
that
benefit.
bad if it's still critting.
So, explain the change for us, Sprayarn, since you have a...
Oh, I don't know the numbers.
Then
The
obviously
change
you
is
can't make an
horrible.
opinion.
What's the change?
It's-
I don't know.
It's his ability has been changed to deal base physical damage with physical power scaling. It no longer does basic melee attacks or allows for on-hit effects. It also now deals 40, 70, 100, 130, 160 plus 50% of your physical power on each hit, and it hits 4 times.
That's a
So-
good ability.
Well, the damage has been...
The damage has been reduced, but it's doing...
Explain to us laymen's what the difference was before to now. Like, give me a number scale. Like, he was hitting this before, and now he's hitting... Just go with straight up the base changes, or something like that. Scythe, do you want to do that? Are you the scientist?
No.
Sure, I'll do it. Basically, before it was every strike on the ability was counting as an auto attack, would let you crit and apply debuffs or on-hit effects or whatever you want to call them. So what they changed it now is it still does physical damage, but it only does base damage. So it counts as an ability now and won't or shouldn't be critting, even though I literally saw it happen today. But
And
it shouldn't apply on hit effects and whatnot.
prior to that, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say on hit effects being like
Effects that happen when you hit people?
Thank you!
What else would it be?
Well, I mean, give me an example. Is it, you know...
think like Frostbound Hammer.
Hammer.
Okay, that's what I was... I just wanted to make sure.
Or like bleed effects, or things like Brawler's Beat Stick.
Okay.
You know.
Just making sure I got that right. Go ahead,
And
Cooper.
prior to that, he actually had 2 scalings. He had, on each basic attack, it scaled 75% damage, and then on top of that, the damage... levels were a little bit lower than they are now, but it scaled with 30% of your physical power. So you were getting a lot of damage on each hit.
Yeah,
on top of that on hit effects, whereas now you're just getting that base damage with a base percent.
Okay. So basically he's nothing to worry about anymore?
Nah, he's crap.
He's crap.
Well, that's what I wanted to add. I mean, do you base a god's usefulness on one ability? I mean, is that the only thing that's going to make Fenrir
and it's
useful?
not like this ability does terrible damage now. 160 plus what, 50% of your physical power times 4? I mean, like, come on.
Isn't it always like this? Like a god gets nerfed and then nobody plays him, and then all of a sudden somebody does really well with him and he gets picked up again?
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Well, yes and no.
Yes.
I mean, you.
I
Go ahead.
wanna comment on that. It was like when Hell got the nerf, like really hard nerfs. Nobody started playing Hell. Like everyone just stopped playing Hell. She just died. Like nobody played her. And I thought to myself, you know what? Nobody plays Hell. Why not me? So I started playing Hell, and now he's back.
Well,
A little smaller.
they did buff her after you started playing her again too.
No. She has been nerfed for a while now. It's been nerfed for a really long time.
Yeah, but the
Although
last
I
time you
wouldn't
did her
say
was a
that
buff.
she's been nerfed. She has an ulti from level 1. Like there's like ever since that change, I cannot say that Hell is nerfed because that is just so stupid.
Yeah, level 1 ulti. I mean, shit's
level
strong.
1 stancing changing.
Yeah, that's her
Which,
ultimate.
I mean, looking at her kit seems kind of reasonable, because, I mean, she has 8 abilities, and she kind of needs all 8 abilities to be useful, and if you limit that for the first 5 levels, then doesn't that seem kind of silly?
No, but the thing was, like, that was all that prevented her from being so terribly broken. It's like from 1 to 5, that was your time frame to shut down Hell and make sure that she wouldn't be terribly OP mid to late game. And like now it's just like level 1, like there's no way you can actually clear the creep wave because she's just gonna heal it up and kill yours, and you're like, great.
So, I mean, even if you say that she did take a nerf, what they did to her was they touched a little bit of everything. Fenrir, they're kind of just touching one ability. So, I mean, if you're saying he's garbage now after that ability's been touched, are you saying his kit's bad? Is that why he's not going to be competitive? Or, I mean, why don't you like Fenrir?
This kid is lackluster to start. I mean, let's be honest here. It's all brain dead and stuff.
Mhm.
I mean,
Like,
I don't like the 3 at all. I think it's too easy and gives you just too much for absolutely no interaction whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But again, people will overreact to a nerf. I mean, having auto attacks on that ability was ridiculously strong. It is an incredible nerf just based on that change alone.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, his 2 got buffed back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his 2 wasn't the problem. The problem was just the mechanics on the 3. So nerfing it in the first place was a dumb move.
Yeah, I guess, but like I don't disagree. I think the mechanics that it just follows you around is like, it's a skill shot game. It's not. I don't want to end up clicking on people to win.
Yeah.
I think what maybe might make it a little more interesting skill shot wise would be you have to point and click to land the consecutive ones. Like you target, you land the first one, then you just have to like stay looking in his general direction to continue hitting him. Like it'll say have a line target that if you want to follow it up with the second attack and the third attack and the fourth attack, you have to click on it like Ares chains, where you got you land the first one, then you got to land the second one.
Only much easier.
Yeah, only much easier because you're like in his face. But it still lands that possible. If you're Guan Yu and you dash sideways, then you miss. It gives it that slight bit of skill. Skill
I think
increasing.
I think they went along the same lines as Arachne because it's a very similar skill to Arachne's. I mean, essentially, it's Arachne's head crab, only it's on Fenrir. I mean,
but Arachne's makes sense though. Like
yeah, because she's a spider.
Yeah, and she jumps on you versus jumps next to you.
And even so, it has a legitimate effect for being on top of them. You're literally being attached to them and just auto hitting them with his ability, and that's.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It feels kind of.
You basically got like 4 free auto attacks for clicking one button, plus a ton of extra damage because it's an ability.
Yeah.
At the moment, though, I just feel like Fenrir is like he's like Baka, but like maybe slightly better. But like he doesn't bring like anything to a team fight really. If he like goes anywhere in a team, but he will get blown up. And if he uses his maul, no wait, it's the
bite thing.
Bite.
His Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
The one where he grabs you and runs away with you because you're a chew toy.
Yeah, like that's the only good part about him in a team fight. Like otherwise than that, he has nothing like really he can do. Like if he goes in a team fight, he will just get blown up.
Yeah.
He has no means to do damage because everyone will just ease him down, and he will be completely focused, and he will die. So that's why I don't think he will be good anymore. No, I don't think so.
The Sprayarn has spoken. That's what I call him. That's how I read his name.
The Sprayarn.
Yes. He sprays yarn. That's the way it goes.
I think of Silly String. I'm sorry.
Dude, that's exactly right. Doesn't he just like you look at him, you're like, you know what?
I think of Silly String.
Silly String.
Sprayarn. Silly
String.
String.
Like the eyebrow piercing and the dark room with the dark shirt.
Just put
Silly String.
Just put a nozzle on his head and he'll be spraying Silly String. Exactly. The hell is wrong with you?
You're the one that brought it up.
You brought it up. I just followed it up because I'm a terrible person. Yes. So let's see.
Is there anything else that like changed in the patch that's really noteworthy?
Vampiric Shroud.
Tell us about it.
Vamp Shroud back to normal.
It now awards health and mana for every kill, and it doesn't have a cooldown anymore.
Yay!
I don't like it. To be honest, like I feel like Vampiric Shroud breaks early game a bit. It's too strong. It's a no-brainer, basically. You pick the item mid, and you have so much sustain that you can stay mid a long time without having to basically do anything. All you have to do is just use your spells as a quant, and you will get like how much mana is it per
10
kill? 10 mana.
Yeah.
And if there's a wave of 6 and you use one spell as a Kwang, you will gain 60 mana back. That's almost the entire spell.
Yeah,
like
presumably you'd have to actually kill them all.
MP5.
Yes, and the MP5 plus. You know, it's a bit too strong, I think.
And Vampiric Shroud is I'm gonna go back to hell here because one thing that really annoys me is her passive. Like she has her passive at level 1. The plus what is it? 15.
Everybody else.
No, he's talking about the passive that coincides with her ultimate.
Oh yeah,
the MP5 region and the Dark Stance plus. Like you don't actually have to put a level into it before you get the level 1 effects. That has been in the game like a bug ever since they've changed hell, and they've done nothing about it.
So is it a bug or a design decision?
Well, in my opinion, it's a bug.
Sure it's supposed to be a bug.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything in the passive about it. So
it's highly overlooked and
the thing is, like, your first
properly.
skill point you put into her ulti does nothing. It does nothing because you already have the regen.
Interesting.
I like it.
I mean, I love Hell, but at the same time, I can understand that it's a bug. It needs to be fixed, to be honest.
All right.
Possibly,
cool.
yeah.
Well,
Cool. Well, I want you to talk about...
call us up, guys.
Yes, I would like to call us up because I'm about to call out North America. You guys had a terrible turnout this weekend.
Yes,
this
you
past
did.
weekend.
Shame on whoever you are.
There was five whole teams that showed up for the North American tournament. 22 teams showed up for EU. And it was the North American teams that were like, we can't split the scenes, there are not enough EU teams.
Stop being pussies, NA. Come on now.
Yeah.
Ah, get up, put on your big boy pants and go play. There, I said it. I wanted to say it, I said it, deal with it.
So why were there only 5 teams?
I don't know.
Like, what the hell happened?
Well, I don't know. You had to ask the teams that didn't show up.
Like, who was missing conspicuously?
Just BLG is all I know of specifically. Who? Scythe, did you notice anyone in particular missing? That we
Pretty sure the Nile wasn't playing. I think they had players missing. I'm not entirely sure about that. Where the Vex at?
Was TR5 missing?
Yeah, TR5 was missing, I think. I'm not even sure
RG
really
as well.
signed up. Yeah,
So-
well, RG doesn't really have a roster.
Yeah, RG is no.
kind of dead in the water.
Yeah.
It's like everybody picks right now to switch around to the North American scene right when they come out with
Yeah.
the tournaments.
It's like, here's the tournament
So-
where you can actually win some decent money for playing, and you're not going to show up.
I mean, and just
Do you think it's like that people are just like, oh, well, Root's going to win,
Yeah.
so I'm
they're
not
just
going
like
to...
root. So
That's why we're not seeing any new teams as far as I'm concerned, but the ones
Yeah.
that already are around and not scared to go up against are just like missing people and therefore not showing up.
I mean, do they not realize that it's a team game? I mean, come on, guys. I mean, as long as you're not a really bad player in general, you can pull off some pretty amazing things in a team fight.
The problem is NA is just full of prima donnas.
Ooh, calling out the NA. I like it.
Oh, ouch.
I've been saying it for a
actually have to
long time.
You have to agree.
Sprayarn's like, yeah, those guys.
I agree too. I mean, the people with the most attitudes, I think, exist in the
Are all on
North American side
Rivet.
of things.
There, I did it.
What?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
Nothing. It didn't happen.
Oh, I missed it.
I mean, even on a professional standpoint, I mean, I'm not going to say any names at all, but when you look at how the two players speak, let's say even an interview, I mean, I can almost guarantee that Sprayarn is going to talk way more professional than any player I've seen so far talk in NA. I mean, it's a really weird scene right now for NA. There was no problem getting teams before, and now they announce a $1,000 tournament, and they're nowhere to be seen, which makes no sense.
Yeah, it is weird. I wonder if there's pretty much all the attention is given to certain specific teams on NA, and like it's literally everything you hear in NA is about them, and whereas EU you hear about a lot of different teams, and there's a lot of teams that just pop up and do pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, it was Victoria's Secret basically, I don't want to say came out of nowhere, but they certainly showed their stuff. I mean, we've seen them around before in a few tournaments, prior to this, but, it's not like in the NA scene there's any shakeups in the scenes lately. It's just the top 2 teams that keep trading players. And it's like,
the thing,
Top 3
we
teams.
actually managed to take a game from Root when we played on EU servers, so I think there should be motivation in the NA scene. It's all about practice. Honestly,
it really is.
If you practice and you dedicate time to it, you can get up to their level. Like, they're at the domination of the NA scene because they dedicate all their time to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't slouch either. I mean, that's one of the reasons why they're still in the position they are, is because they keep trying, because they know that the moment they rest on their laurels, they will be dethroned, and it will be a like giant thing.
What was that phrase you used? Rest on their laurels?
Yeah, rest on their laurels.
The fuck do you come up with these phrases?
Seriously?
I've
never heard of that.
I've heard that one.
Yeah, dude. Everyone here knows that, but you.
Who else knows that one before he just said it?
I do.
I've never heard of it.
Knew it from Asterix and Obelix.
I think I think the actual phrase is "sit back on their laurels" or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, something like
The
that.
hell's a laurel? A chair? Your feet? Your heels? What?
We're gonna get some Google for
A
you.
wall?
I don't know.
Yes, it's a wall. Like you rest on your wall.
Dictionary.com.
Hey, you can lean against the wall.
You can. Think like you're. You
What
know.
the hell is that, Scythe?
Chinese yo-yo.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. But I
Wait,
wasn't
what
sure.
is that? Oh, okay, because when you're holding it there,
I mean, you're just holding it in such an awkward spot. You started it off in a terrible spot. It's like, ah!
Christ,
Ooh.
Oh,
man.
Demon.
boy.
And two
Demon.
good tanks.
I was
said
gonna.
rest on their
I had
wings.
something to say, but I
I
can't
ruined
remember now.
Good. I'm glad I ruined it.
Oh yeah.
You were
that-
gonna say something about the NA scene?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest problems with the NA scene is we have two types of people who are paying attention to the NA scene right now. Like, aside from the teams that are missing players, right? People who kind of idolize the Root and Curse players and would rather just sit here and watch them when the scene is honestly still open to dethrone them. And we have the type of players that are just too scared to go up against them in the first place. Like, I think just too many people see specifically these two NA teams as immaculate right now. I mean, not to take any credit away from Snipe, because honestly, that's my favorite team out of the three, 4 out of 5 players. But it's just, we have too many people who have such a hesitant outlook on the whole NA scene. It's kind of depressing.
I mean, we talked about it a couple weeks ago on the show. It's not Root or Curses or, I mean, Snipe's starting to prove themselves week after week. It's not their job to lower themselves so you can get placed. It's these new teams got to come up. They got to start practicing. I mean, the pressure's on them to keep these top 3 spots. So make your team. You have a way better chance in NA of getting in the top 3 spot. Practice, and you'll get there. But if teams aren't being created, I mean, I agree with you, Revel.
But
High res.
There's a big thing that Root and Curse could do to help out. They could offer to help out new teams, practice with them, not in try-hard mode all the time.
Why would they do this?
But why? That makes
Because
no
if there's
sense.
no teams to play, then we're not going to have a scene. If nobody
Yeah, but
comes
that's
up
not-
and challenges
Yeah,
them,
but
then they're going to
Yeah,
be
but
like,
that's not their
You
job.
really think those teams are looking in the fucking future like that? Like,
That's not their job at
if
all.
we don't help these
I don't
guys,
give a shit whose job it is.
you
It's
know,
their job to support
They
the
want to
scene.
win while they can win, while it's easy to win. Like,
Yeah.
they're not looking to help other teams possibly get better than them.
It's
Like-
going to happen eventually. I
Oh,
mean,
it will.
It's
It'll
going to
just
take
take longer
slow
now.
time, or it's going to take. But I mean, for the teams to help them get to their level or even start, I see your point. Like, help them get in the door.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it can work. They should be still supporting the game. I mean, Lassus is a huge provider of that. He's getting new people into the game all the time. But
Yeah, he really is.
I mean, it's just these new teams have to be started, and it's got to start now because, again, the pressure's all on them. And like I was going to say, I agree with you, Revel. Hi-Rez is saying, Curse, Root, and then, once Snipe starts winning events in first place a lot, them as well, they're favoriting them because those are the only teams in NA. I mean, Vex, ever since the 10K tournaments died off, they have a team now that's coming back. You don't see Denial in a lot anymore. They're kind of refinishing their roster. And TR5 is never in anything. They're still trying to find their roster out, I believe. So, I mean, they've been around for quite some time, and they just don't enter events. So that's one of the problems. There's teams out there, they're just not entering.
I also want to make a comment on the thing that Sackman said about Root having all the fanboys. I think that's a big reason also because Root and Curse has so many fans in the NA that the fans will rather watch Root and Curse win all the time than actually playing the game. Which I find very strange, but...
I mean, I don't know about a lot of these people who are watching, but if I have the time to sit there and watch every weekend, I'd put in a little bit of time to sit there and beat these people that I'm, wasting time watching every weekend, because it's still 100% open for pretty much anybody to get in this scene.
Yeah, it really is.
Especially the NA scene. I mean, this last weekend proved that.
Yeah.
Nobody, you're going to tell me nobody is willing to go up against these teams? Like, come on now.
And just because there's the 3 people that are probably going to get to the semifinals or finals doesn't mean that if there's like 20 teams that playing, that those teams are probably going to knock each other out in that bracket somewhere. I mean,
that in like
you're going to have, if you have enough people, you're going to have teams that beat them. It's just going to happen.
How you do it as random teams is you try to get as many random teams as you can to start up. And then everybody needs to work on vastly different strategies. Don't stay with the norms, because if Root goes up against the norms, they're going to destroy you. You need to come up with things off the wall, one-trick ponies. I don't care what you call them, but if you start knocking them out with this little gimmick, that little gimmick, and they have to start planning for that kind of crap, then it's going to make them think really hard, and it can make them screw up in certain circumstances. That's how you start chipping away at the big teams. Like, one thing that...
Yeah, you can't outroot
you guys
them.
got out-practiced, but then you got out-picked, too, right?
Yeah.
Sprayarn sits there. I mean, it was...
Well, that was mostly because Jean specifically said, I want to play Odin.
Yeah.
And, well, okay. And yeah, it didn't work out, but he played Odin, so he's happy, I guess.
I want to... Narian messaged me a good point in Skype. I guess he can't talk in Twitch chat, but he said that these tournaments for all of the lower bracket, or whatever you want to call it, the non-finals matches are best of one. I mean, there's plenty. There will always be upsets in best of ones. Like, there's no question about it. Some will catch somebody off guard, and even the best team can lose to somebody you've never heard from if it's best of one.
Yep.
It's the old playoff rule. Anything can happen. You could just skid into the playoffs, and once playoffs start, you're a whole new team, and that's how it is with the tournaments. I mean, who's to say some randy team isn't? We never heard of them, never even heard of the players. Nobody's ever played with them, and they beat Root. I mean, like Sai says, best of one. So. You just gotta piss them off. Is really what you gotta do. Enjoy the hell out of them, make them mad, and then they'll ruin their mechanic.
A lot of it's mind games that people aren't taking advantage of yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things we can do, and I mean, we've seen this trend for at least 3 or 4 weeks with our casually competitive tournament that we host on Sundays, where we have a lot more EU teams. We're starting to have more and more and more and more EU teams, where we have the NA teams slowly start to trickle out.
Yeah.
Like this past week, we couldn't split the bracket because, here's a shock for you guys, we didn't have enough NA teams. So...
How many did we have?
Like 6.
Oh, really? Because I know that, like, 2...
I mean, I could have done a bracket of 6, but who wants to do a bracket of 6? I mean, who wants to do a bracket of 5?
Yeah. And that's why Victorious got in there last Saturday, was to, help get more teams in there.
Yeah,
and I think they did
we could
pretty
go
well.
up against Root. First game was best game ever. Best tournament from Big Side ever.
And so, I mean, with the casually competitive, like 3 weeks ago, we had at least 16 NA teams and like 17 or 18 EU teams. So they're out there. They're possible to be there. They just need to show up. And we would love... I mean, like, you guys can be... Everybody is welcome to use a BLG Mumble or anything they need to help find scrims, to help get practice, to just play around and just try and find your teams. I mean, we have a community that we're trying to grow teams with. Like little seeds, we will plant them, and then they will grow into big teams.
And sometimes it'll be peppers.
Peppers, yes. Sometimes
What the
peppers.
What? They're delicious.
You confused the hell out of me, Rebel.
I know, he's great.
What? It made sense to me.
Makes sense to everybody. So,
I do want to bring up one more point on that.
Go for it!
Kind of related to what Tuga Tank was saying in chat. You kind of have to wonder if all this is because all the major events are on the weekends. I mean, with such a small player base, or a smaller player base than most competitive games, you can't think everyone's going to have time on the weekend. And I mean, even League of Legends, they're running things on the weekdays. CS:GO, they're running events on the weekdays. We have nothing. It's just dead scrims on the weekdays, and then it's just 2 events on the weekend, and you're done. So maybe that kind of has something to play into it. If there was more weekday events, we might see more teams turn up.
And it's Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
It's Saturday afternoon.
And it's an all-day thing.
It's Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
I can keep saying it.
When should it be? Saturday night?
I don't know, but, you know, for people who work during the week, Saturday, like, starting around 11 or noon is when you do a lot of stuff. You know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know that. I mean, you're asking people to basically
dedicate a whole day.
Dedicate several hours during one of their probably only free days, because a lot of people are busy half of Sunday. So,
I mean, but it doesn't get much
order.
better than that. If you have a schedule like that, 9 times out of 10, you don't have the time to be doing this anyway.
Right, and that was my next thing. You know, there's going to be a point where you obviously can't do this $1,000 tournament during the weekday. People work.
Right. That's
and there's going to be a point where you have to say, you know, we can only schedule around people so much. But if they did something similar to weekday events, similar to how the LCS is run. If you guys know what the LCS is basically a cup series that League of Legends runs, and you gain points for that, and then there's a big final event at the end. So if they did something where you play during the weekday, more NA teams show up, more NA teams play, and then they kind of have an incentive to play this one Saturday game. They'll make the time for that $1,000. So,
yeah. But the one-off tournament seems to be pretty stuck in the rudimentary rut right now. I've been trying to think of ways of distributing things. What's so funny, Spray?
Hoggle Season 2.
Hoggle Season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. People come to us with these options a lot, and we were really thinking about setting up a multi-month long tournament system, because we have a lot more tools now than we did when Woggle was a gigantic failure.
Wow!
What it was?
It was. I mean, the only
other way to say it.
The only success that I can say came out of that is everyone got paid.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, everyone did get paid. It wasn't.
Well, hold up. We had the Woggle Cooper face. That's a great success in another time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a meme now, so I mean,
how can you be disappointed?
Nothing could possibly go wrong, right?
I want to know who uploaded that picture. I want to know how many views it's got.
It was Spray. Jesus Christ.
Spray, did you uploaded that? Do you have the stat count on how many times that picture has been viewed? Because I want to know.
No, that was not me.
I thought it was. Somebody told me it was created by you.
No, it was being Badger. I mean Badger.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Throw Badger under the bus. So, I wanted to do a weekday. What I wanted to do, this is something I've kind of thrown out there, is because since EU has so many teams, for a 16-team tournament, I wanted to see if we could do a qualifier at the beginning of, or throughout the week, where teams will sign up on Sunday, and then say the Sunday after the tournament, and be like, we want to try and qualify for next week's tournament. And so I'll be like, great, submit your days that you can play, and we'll pick, we'll pick 16 teams. We'll just pick. Well, we'll go with 8 teams for right this minute. We'll pick 8 teams. There's 4 days in the week, or 4 days in the week you have to play. Pick one. Or there's 5 days in the week. Technically 6 if you count Saturday. But pick one, and we'll match up 2 teams per week, or two teams per day, and then play
2 teams a week. That's
the
all
winners.
you get.
The winners move on, or 2 teams play in a day, something like that, and you get them casted. You can do best of 1s or best of 3s, whatever, and it'll give them the winners get qualified into the tournament, and the people who were in the people who are in the top 8 qualify from the last tournament, and it will give them something to do during the week, and all they'd have to play is 1 game during the week. Granted, you would spread it out over all week because you just get different teams playing different days. So that would be I see as the best way to run it, but whatever. We'll see if that works out or not. People seem like they're confused by my scenario.
I understood what you were saying.
I have no idea.
Essentially being a qualifier, because there's only 16 teams in the tournament and a lot more than 16 can sign up.
Yeah.
It's a way to seed the tournament and get quality teams and get everybody involved in the tournament. So, say you're a no-name team that is really good, but no one's ever heard of you, don't have any wins. And there's 30 people that want to play. You have no way of saying, "Hey, we're really good." That would give you an option.
So, Zap, I want your opinion. Why are there no NA teams?
Yeah, Zap. Wait, Zap's here?
Yeah, Zap's
Yeah,
in chat.
Zap.
Because he keeps making them and then
Because NSC sucks. That wasn't me, by the way.
That was Badger.
Yeah.
Since Zap's here, can we get the Mexican Yoda meme?
Oh my.
Heart Zap.
Hard Zap. Yeah. So sad about those, but
Yeah.
we had some really good games in the EU. And it went a long time
Oh,
for
yeah.
however many teams there were. Jesus. You're like, hey, it's a 16 bracket. This can't possibly go on the entire day.
Oh, and they
Shame
said they
on
didn't know
us.
how to sign up.
Yeah, I mean
That's a bad
that may
excuse,
be
man.
true because if you look at us NA are stupid, but if you look at the
Yeah, we're dumb.
We
Like,
talk
bigger
big,
the
we're just
landmass,
getting
the
past
dumber
the
the
movie.
people.
if you go to
SmackTrickz is gonna die. It must be the 3 a.m. laughing.
anyway, if you do go to the competitive Smite game site, there is a lot of NA teams signed up now.
Yes, there
Now
is.
whether they join or not, that's a different
Okay.
story. But
I'm making the announcement now. We are using Razor Comms for the official chat this weekend and for future times. The Razor Comms, you can download it from Razor Comms. Just Google Razor Comms. Easy enough. Just
Someone is
SmackTrickz, so you can
tickling
make it.
SmackTrickz.
SmackTrickz is still dying over there. God, breathe, man.
No, I can hear Sprayarn laugh in the background. And whenever somebody laughs, I just can't stop laughing.
Alright, guys, you know the secret to using it.
Right, when I face against SmackTrickz, all I gotta do is make him laugh, and then it's all over from there. He will not be able to compete any longer.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
Right, so Razor Comms is IP secure. We talked to the developers, and they said that you cannot get your IP from Razor Comms using it. So it's IP safe. It's easy. You download it. It's free. You search for the Smite group, and there are several of them. We have the official EU, the official NA, and then a regular old Smite game. And the official EU and NA are run by me and Blake, who are the two admins. So if you join that, we will be there. We will be there to answer your questions and all that fun stuff. So you gotta get it if you're gonna check in this weekend. Just saying.
Yeah.
So don't slack
something
off.
Sayo and SK said, they were apparently using it during the tournament. It increases your ping apparently by like 10 to 20. So like you can just turn it off when you're in game, I assume. But
Oh, sure.
besides that,
Yes.
I've been playing around with it.
Yeah,
It is pretty
I
neat.
think. Yeah,
It's a pretty nice system.
it is. They're still working on it. I think one of the ping issues was also caused by their overlay, and they recently updated it.
I just turn off the
Okay.
overlay. I
Yeah.
don't have it up.
Yeah,
they
the
just did a
overlay-
patch.
Yeah, the overlay was a big problem for a lot of people.
They just did a patch today that I think one of the notes was increased performance. So
Yeah.
Sweet. So I mean, it's really cool. I think it's definitely where the future may lie. So,
And if you make your account now, you'll get whatever name you want.
yeah, I mean, it's
Because
very
it's not taken.
Nobody's using it
Oh,
right
crap,
now. So.
Sprayarn.
Shit, spray, go!
Quick, somebody take Sprayarn before he gets there.
Please, please don't. Please.
I like that. It's just all like, oh shoot. What's the fastest I've seen him move
I
ever?
like how that's what gets right now. You'll get your tag.
Whoa. Oh my god. So, I mean, it's very nice. And also, I mean, it's really easy to use, like, VoIP-wise. You can join a room and not have to talk until you click the talk button, and then it will let you hear and talk to people. It's not like Mumble, where if you're in the room, you can hear everybody else unless you're muted. So you can just use it as a chat, or you can talk. So, Heater is Pro seems to maybe have a beat on your name.
No.
Do it, Heater.
Spray's typing as fast as you can.
Anyway, all right. So something I wanted to ask or talk about.
What?
Do it.
Tier 3 abilities.
Tier 3 abilities.
Tier 3 abilities. What do you guys think a week later after using these options? Hog with stun?
You're still seeing a lot of the... There's no change. You're still seeing a lot of the same. Girdle, Hog.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Girdle's really good.
What about that Meditate?
Yeah. Meditate is still a fucking option for people who can't properly manage their mana. Like, it's really that simple.
So no, Meditate's really good for Assault.
Yes, but actually, a lot of people that's wrong, Scythe. People, that's true why they're buying it, but everybody that's buying Meditation, when I ask why, they say they heal, and I just hit myself multiple times because.
Do you
care to explain? Care to explain, Scythe?
Do it, Scythe.
Well, you went from not being able to manage your mana to needing an extra 25% health, so you just hit extra levels of noob.
Oh, that's terrible.
You guys are taking away things from me to rant about.
Okay. Wait, do you have your rant?
No, I had it twice now, and you just kind of...
We kind of, like, broke it.
Well, let me know when you have your next rant and what the topic is so we don't run over it.
So what do you think about level 3 teleport? Blink.
Blink?
Yeah, like what, 45 seconds?
It's poofy.
Yeah. Blink is really strong.
Yeah.
I love it.
Blink. Wow. So
because
good.
The thing we need in this game is more mobility and more people running around doing obnoxious things because it makes it exciting.
I agree.
Obviously what we needed was a Blink Odin.
Pop out and being like,
obviously.
Blink Odin
shout out to
your whole team.
Hog level 3, like 20%, because 10% wasn't easy enough.
Yes, that landed as a fire giant steal today.
Don't forget the stun.
You needed an edge if you guys were like, if you had 500 more gold than the other support, you needed an edge, obviously.
Yeah.
I think the Hog move was an attempt to bring Jurp back.
Too soon.
Was that too soon?
Too soon.
No,
it's not. No, it's not too soon.
So he's like, no, get him.
Keep it coming. Like, I have even saved this image of a bird.
God.
To answer a question that they put in chat, they're like, we had a problem with too many jumps and dashes, and then they added cripple and they add blink. Blink can't be used in combat, so if you're affected by cripple, it's fairly safe to say you're in combat. So, you know, in this case right here, until the snake eats the Jerby, he's not in combat.
Wow.
Oh, stop laughing, Spray.
Make it bigger.
Make it bigger.
There you go. So now people can see it properly.
There, everybody can see it.
All right, now we can take it away.
Stop laughing, Sprayarn. Wow.
Okay.
All right, so guys, you can call us and laugh with us.
I want arguments.
Or
I want
ask a
somebody to
question
bring up
or
something
argue with Scythe.
controversial. Where's Jerby been? Has he actually left or what?
He is playing League of Legends every day.
Yes.
No, I was actually watching him play Neverwinter today.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
played
true.
Neverwinter
well,
today.
yeah, since
Like
that's
the last
come
2
out.
days,
That's
he's
right,
been
yeah.
playing Neverwinter.
Is he?
But from what I can, I've watched his stream late at night one night and talking to him a little bit. I think he's really wanted to focus on League because he's stated multiple times in his stream he wants to make Challenger, which is basically the highest you can go. That's like professional level in League.
Good
So-
fucking luck is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Like there is
shit.
what, like at least like 2 million LoL players trying to achieve the same thing. Have fun.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to like the 10 people that are sticking with him though. Like whenever I see his stream, he's got at least around 10 people.
He was sitting on like 50 to 60 people when he
Yeah.
was streaming Neverwinter. Like I was actually really impressed. I was looking, I was like,
Neverwinter's surprisingly a fun MMO. I don't know how much staying power it has, like once you level, but
Well.
Oh, you know
see
what I
the
need to
WoW
do soon?
stuff.
We gotta message Shushay and get him to play some Smite.
yes, we do. We should get Shushay to play
Yeah.
some Smite.
It's been a long time since we talked to him.
Yeah.
We need to bother him again. Find out what he's up to. Sorry, we've had Shushay and like several other LoL players, and that just reminded me that I need to bother him because we haven't talked in a while.
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
He's fun. He likes to stay up really late and talk to us under a bedsheet.
Oh, you know what? You wanna bring up that video
Yeah.
that Spartacus made?
Yeah. About the bed sheets?
What?
No, about the lane.
About the what?
The
Well, we're
lane
talking about
comp?
bed sheets. Like, bring up that video Spartacus made. I'm like, oh, he must
Oh,
have
the
made
lane comp
another
vid?
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
bring it up. Show the stream.
That would require me having.
I haven't
Keyboard and mouse.
seen that one.
It's somewhere here.
Somewhere here.
It's on the front page of BLG.
Yeah.
What the? Get rid of that. Somebody quality control the news. How the fuck is that able to get there?
Dude, just don't worry about it.
Keymaker, go do your job.
While people are wondering, what we're trying to bring up is it's a new BLG video series. It's gonna get better as we go on. It's the first episode, but the video creator Spartacus, he's making videos on good lane comps. So if you want to know, what god goes well with what god, what abilities go together well, watch these videos and they'll help you out with that. I'm trying to pull up the first episode here.
I got
Yeah, we're pulling it up right now.
Right now.
right now.
Alright.
Riding horse.
So
Audio.
First
I
up, we
will.
have one of my
Hold on a
favorite
minute.
laning combos in Smite.
we'll take a
Sobek
very short
on
break while we
her.
watch this to see what
For
you guys think
Sobek,
of it.
we have the
And then we will take
ever-troublesome
opinions.
Charge Prey.
We'll take opinions and then we'll come back and discuss this. Now go. You can hit play.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It just stops. Demon has a bad connection. That's all I have to say. When you have 50 megs down, you'd expect it to load faster.
First up, we have one of my favorite laning combos in Smite. Sobek and On Her. For Sobek, we have the ever-troublesome Charge Prey. Also, he has Tail Whip, Sickening Strike, and don't forget about his ultimate lurking in the waters. For On Her, we have Shifting Sands, Impale, Disperse, and Desert Fury. Once you learn to master the combo of these abilities, your lane will be unstoppable. Okay, here we have a Sobek and an On Her versus an Ares and a Sun Wukong. First off, a Charge Prey right onto the Ares, impaled back into the wall. Sickening Strike and a Tail Whip there by Sobek. Comes Shifting Sands from the On Her. Auto attacks going down. Ares is going to go ahead and go down. And Wukong's going to try and jump away, but On Her hits 5 and kills him with the Desert Fury. Sobek lands the Charge Prey on the Ra, flings him backwards right to the On Her, who's going to impale him right into the wall, getting in some auto attacks here as the Ra is going to try and escape out. Sobek here just preoccupied with the minions there, and On Her is going to go for a Disperse there. He does miss it, but he gains valuable ground to begin auto attacking again and takes the Ra down. Mjolnir's Attunement there, only hitting Sobek on the way back, and he lands his Charge Prey, flings Thor back, and he's going to get impaled into the obelisk there. On Her's going to go for his ultimate, Desert Fury. Sobek Sickening Strikes and goes down into ultimate of his own. Bacchus is belching here, which is going to land on the On Her, stunning him there. Thor goes for a stun of his own, and is going to try and Berserker Barrage, but the ult from Sobek is going to take him down. Because it looks like they're going to try and tower dive for him. He's wiggling around, trying to kite him as best as he can. Oh, he gets away from the Sickening Strike, and he dodges the impale. impale, but he gets tail whipped by Sobek, and the fling from Sobek is enough to take him down, and Sobek escapes with very little health. Alright, we have Sobek here looking to tower dive. He misses the charge prey, but he uses his tail whip to knock up both the Ra and the Thor. We have Anir here getting in a few tower hits. He's going to approach now, landing his impale right onto the Thor, going into Desert Fury, taking him down, and he's going to get out of turret range. Here we have Bacchus Thor. Bacchus has got his crazy engagement with his belly flop, his stun with the Belch of the Gods, as well as a lot of damage and drunkenness coming out from the Intoxicate. We have Thor with Mjolnir's attunement doing a lot of damage, stun, Tectonic Rift, Berserker Barrage, and of course his awesome ganking potential with Anvil of Dawn. We have Bacchus here getting in some creep damage. He goes for his belly flop. Thor's going to go right for the stun, then the Belch, Mjolnir's attunement into Berserker Barrage. Ymir does get his stun off though. The Anubis is getting pretty low here. Intoxicate comes out and they take down the Anubis. Ymir's going to try and go for his ulti here. They're just auto-attacking him down as he's not going to be able to do enough damage, and he goes down trying to put up a wall to save himself, but it didn't work. Girdle of Might goes down, belly flop comes out from the Bacchus is going for his Belch. Thor's stun does go down. They're going to start auto-attacking onto the On-Her. Mjolnir's attunement comes out, and Intoxicate is going to take On-Her down. Sobek going to go into his ultimate to try and get away.
So, everybody gets the point of that.
Yep.
If
so
you would like to watch the rest of it.
You can watch it. I linked it in chat, and I will do
fantastic.
so again. Look at that.
But yeah,
That's
it can be helpful for people who are...
And it's going to be an ongoing series, and it's going to look... And, you know, it's one of those things that'll get better.
Yep, so leave feedback. That's the best way to get videos to improve, is leaving feedback. You know, all that fun stuff. So, are we going to get a caller? We have contact requests. Yay, we do. So, please do call us up. We want to discuss things with the viewers. Get your opinions on things. Sprayarn, SmackTrickz, how are you guys doing? Need to go soon?
Fine.
Need to go to bed or anything like that?
Well, I do have a date tomorrow, but...
Really?
She can wait.
Your hand does not count. Stop.
Oh!
Oh,
You're just jelly. You're just jelly because I go outside, you know, like that thing outside.
Dude, why do you think my hair is like this? It's been raining for 2 days. Like,
Yeah, he just like stands outside in the rain.
Can't you tell Slice just a really tan white person?
Yes.
Wow. I got you, Coop.
I'm allowed to. I am paying for your success in Smite.
Aren't you getting reimbursed for that?
I don't know. It's if you guys win.
Ooh, harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Harsh.
Oh, you mean when?
He's calling out your credit score.
You really mean when.
He's calling out your credit score.
So, you can call it my credit score. It's
should we talk about our the BO Gals girls team that's
sure.
practicing away?
Practicing away.
You did last week.
Did we?
Did they face off against Root today or yesterday? They were supposed to face off against Root.
They did.
I'm sure the same thing that happened when everyone else faces off against Root.
I'm sure they won.
Oh, Saf. Saf. I thought she said that they did, but I guess they didn't.
I don't know.
Oh, Root had something come up.
Yeah.
For shame!
Yeah.
It happens.
They had. I never went to
Tiskies. So, did we cover all of our topics that we wanted to discuss to make sure?
Probably not.
Revel, check your Skype.
Which one?
Revel, check my Skype.
There's so many Skypes.
Y'all asking me to like all
yeah,
log
he's
in
got to
and
like
stuff.
log in and stuff. Message it to me.
No, I'm gonna log in now.
I didn't know he's logging in now.
We have a caller. He has no microphone or an ability to click yes. But when he does, we'll totally get him on.
Yes.
Oh my god, what do I do?
I had some advice. I told a girl I had 3.3k elo and she didn't text me back. What should you do? Obviously, JKO, what you
I
need
think
to
you
do.
should try and uninstall Life.
Yes, you should uninstall Life. See, I actually kind of fell under an idea that I thought would be an interesting one. We should totally get the Matrix thing going on, except you can have volunteers that would love to just be plugged in and play video games all day for being a power source. Seriously?
Yeah, you would.
I'm
sure there's a lot of human rights violations there, but sure.
No, I mean, think about it. Think of all the WoW nerds that would be like, would you like to sign this form where it says you can become a battery for 5 years and you get to spend 5 years playing WoW and doing nothing else?
That sounds worse than the people who come out from prison and have no idea what the world is like. That you're gonna come out and like you didn't know what the world was like before, and now you're really fucking confused.
Yeah. They're like, what is this?
There's
Why are
like
people on
my spell? Why am I not getting money?
No, they'll be like, dude, you know, when you're in prison for 20 years, you get out, you see people walking down the street talking to themselves. They're like, that's what they put me in prison for.
That's
That's what they all
terrible.
do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh,
No, don't
rest in
worry.
peace, Midas Boots.
Oh, Midas boots, Midas boots.
Midas boots, Midas boots, oh my Midas boots.
So, Spray, are you guys looking? Are you looking forward to participating this weekend? You're like the only one left on CW that's got like motivation to play, right? Or seemingly. Anybody else?
Something like that.
Do you duo queue with anybody, or is it just like everybody kind of free for alls?
I play a lot of solo queue. Whenever I get invites, like I played a lot with the BLGEU, like just doing some with Hysterian and his guys.
Cool. Play with Spray.
What he meant to say was he plays a lot of ranked and loses to me.
I never play ranked.
For some odd reason, Coop keeps saying he's winning ranked, and I don't understand it.
I'm on my 6th. Oh my Spray. Come on.
Hello?
Hello, we have our caller.
Hello. I have a question, but I have actually 2 questions.
All right.
One of them has to do with Vamp and the changes.
It's good.
What do you guys think of it?
Back to where we thought it was supposed to be in the first place.
Yeah. It's pretty much
Like,
what...
I thought it was funny that the patch notes read as a nerf, and then we all looked at it and we were like, wait, there's no cooldown on Vamp Shroud. What the fuck are they talking about? Or no, actually, I'm sorry, it read as a buff. It read that there was supposed to be a 5-second cooldown on it, and now they're reducing it to 2, and we're all sitting here like, wait, huh?
Yeah.
Cooldown? What? Who?
Yeah, why would they change that to begin with?
Yeah, I don't know who was complaining about Vamp Shroud either. I mean, maybe the numbers should probably be a little lower.
Because high res, like, you have to say more. Like, why would you touch the actives again after you broke them first place? And
you know
now
why?
We're back to break
Because
the
they were
actives again.
Better things they've done the past few months.
Yes.
Because Hebo needed a buff.
Yes. Okay, Hebo needed a
did.
buff, and actives needed to be more interesting. Because they weren't interesting.
Well, they're
Because
trying to
high
get them
res.
to be more versatile in their people purchasing of their actives because they were. It was pretty much beads, Aegis, Sprint was like your main 3, and unless you were really bad or you never turned off auto buy, nobody ever bought meditation. You know, stuff like that, or they never bought.
Except Tyrok.
Wait, it's still the same conditions as far as I'm
Yeah, it's still the
concerned.
same thing.
Yeah, but
They're-
if you look at the games, like, it's not because the other actives are bad, it's just because you cannot, like, have a carry without beads or ages, you know? Like, you can't have a tank without a hog because you need the hog, you need the girdle. Like, those items are always gonna be key unless they get
Or Blink.
totally nerfed into the ground.
Yeah,
Or until something comes along that's better.
Like Blink.
right.
Well, yeah. Well, but Blink is situational on certain
Exactly.
tanks.
Well, yeah, certain tanks. But I mean, a 45-second blink on a tank
Your
that has a reliable
Ares.
crowd control, your
Yeah.
mirror Ares, is... Oh my... So
And I mean, the
strong.
problem is
You
that
have
they
to
want
practice it. But, you know.
It's fantastic.
And beads are freaking OP now. Like,
Yeah.
it lasts for so long and it, like, reduces cooldown by 5 seconds. Really?
Yeah,
Like, why?
so good.
Like, Hebo, okay, I'm just gonna double splash you. See you later.
Yeah, yeah. That was one of those item ideas that I was always thinking about something to like flat reduce cooldowns on any given thing, but there was never any way that like I'd come up with that it could be reasonably not strong. But yeah, they did it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, and they even Bart stated on Dia's side that they're going to keep playing with these things slightly still, and don't be surprised if they come out with any other like giant changes. But as soon as it hits release and they're like ready to go, then they're going to be a lot less liberal with their giant changes. Like they'll do it more a league style, as they said, where after like a season or some sort of definitive time frame, they might be like, all right, we have this new idea we've been planning out for a while. We're going to implement it after we've tested it a little bit already, and we'll see how that works. So, it's still beta. That's 99% of the reason.
But that's why there's, I imagine, like, I haven't really been too worried because it's high res. They've done this before, like, and if they see it sucks, which I hope they do, at least from my perspective, they will revert it back. So,
all right. Yeah. So we actually have a caller online. I think it's awesome that we get off topic.
Right.
What was your other question before we keep going? Because we will.
Okay. Well, I'm on a casual team, NA, and I know it's a huge pain to get on at 12 o'clock and all that to do all the weekend stuff, and I know a lot of teams think that as well. When do you think the weekday things will be happening?
Not
probably 7 to 8.
Yeah.
Would be the ideal
safe to
time.
say
Yeah, the ideal
noon.
time. I like that time, but how soon do you think that will happen?
That's a great question.
I see what you're saying.
Well, because I know the community is small as it is, so I'm just want a good guesstimation.
Well, number of teams wise, it's not that small if they all show up to any one given thing. It's actually quite a lot of people.
Yeah, there's actually like 64 teams in NA alone. It's pretty big.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a lot of teams.
Signed up right now?
No, I hope not.
No, not on those sites. I don't think it'll be happening with high res for a while.
Yeah, I agree.
With other places, it's a matter of interest. Like I stated, I wanted to do some sort of like casual league type thing over on BLG, and I've been kind of waiting for some help, feedback, stuff like that on it. And I'd love to roll out with that sooner than later because it'd be fun to have games to play in the evening and get casted and get attention from just people who are bored and they want to watch something. So it would be fun to have that kind of thing happen and make it like a ladder or a small league or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Or trampoline.
Or a trampoline. We also like trampolines.
We do like
Everybody
trampolines.
can bounce around. So, I mean, if people want to help set that up, by all means, please do.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
No problem,
thank
man.
you.
Thank you for your call.
All right, and I will... Oh, you clicked the button. All right, so we have another caller.
Another caller. Oh, my God.
I know this face.
Two callers?
Oh, my God. This is like a record. We have two callers.
Calm, bro. Hang up on him. Please, love of God.
This one's got to be a troll.
No, it's not.
I mean, it might be a troll, but it's not a known troll.
No, I know. Tuga Tank, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Excellent.
Are you a troll?
No.
Great, not a troll.
Aha!
All right, so what is your question for us, sir? You are on air, as it were.
Well, I just want to know, like, everybody's talking about Hebo's buffs and stuff like that. What about Hercules' passive buff?
Yummy.
I'm okay with it.
So expound for the audience who might not know what Hercules' passive even is, what it is, and how it was buffed.
It's pretty much like a Bancroft talent on his passive. The lower his HP goes, the higher damage he does, and they buffed it for from 15% to 20%.
I think that's fair.
The algorithm's a little more complex than that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually not certain why people stopped playing Hercules.
I think it says his beard wasn't good enough.
I think that...
Like, he was played a lot when he came out, and then he just sort of just died off. Like, after the Hercules Odin lane, he just kind of vanished.
Well, I know Hercules is like a monster in Assault, so... But that's not the main game mode, so...
Yeah.
If you ask me, I think it's because people start to ban Odin, and with that, Herc became also less viable. It's just what I think. I'm not sure, but
I don't think it was so much that he became less viable. He became less free. Because if you got Herc Odin, it was free. Like, let's be honest. Yeah. I don't care if they had a leap or whatever. You had enough time to drop that cage and get at least one bounce off, in addition to the initial damage, regardless of where you were.
I don't know why it does that. Every once in a while, it's like the volume just suddenly goes, oh! Does that happen to you guys? Like, Cooper, do you hear Scythes, like, it happens to everyone, where suddenly it's like, I guess Google decides that you're too loud. No, we must quiet you down.
Oh, I do not.
Yeah,
No, I do not.
and it might also be one of those things is there's better options for that pick. While it's a solid pick, and he does come with a substantial amount of sustain, his other kit over, say, a Thor or some of the other melees.
I want to disagree with you because I think the only, for the role that he really fulfills, I think the only really comparable option that's more viable than him or even equally as viable is Thor. Like, as far as I'm concerned,
like melee bruiser?
They're both kind of
Thor
bruisers
has that
with
mobility,
exceptionally
so that's a
good
big one.
damage.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, SK likes to run Odin AD. For
I don't know.
example, like,
I really just think he was a flavor of the month, and it's that simple.
Who, Hercules or?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same way Hebo comes and goes. Like, we've been complaining a lot about
Hebo comes and goes with patches.
Yeah.
But see,
Both of them. Let's play them.
It's never because Hebo changes. It's because other thing changes and it becomes more useful or less useful. It's kind of the same thing with Herc, as far as I'm concerned. They're in Hebo was in a good spot.
I think it's a big
but
on that.
it's weird. I don't know. I think we have these guys that are fine but aren't going to be core picks ever. They're either going to be in strats or just kind of briefly picked up and then kind of move on to the next thing that's going to catch somebody off guard.
And niche strats are perfectly good in best of one tournaments.
Yeah.
So, do it.
And by the way, Herc was actually banned a lot as well when he was like every team just played Herc. So Herc became like almost auto banned. Like every game he became banned.
Mm-hmm.
So what that meant was that teams had to pick other gods, and now that Herc isn't auto banned anymore, people just feel like they are more playable with other gods instead of Herc. They don't need him anymore.
Yeah, it's like the constant Bacchus ban. They learn to play something other than Bacchus, and so when it finally stops being auto banned because nobody's practiced him in 20 years, everybody's like, well, Bacchus, we can get him again. I don't know how to use him anymore right now, or I don't see how he fits in right this minute. And so you get these people who are constantly banned, and then nobody plays him anymore, and then they get rusty with him, or they don't see how he fits in anymore. Then they have to, I guess, re-pick him up and be like, oh, how can we make this work again?
So we have a great Bacchus video somewhere. A really short one.
Yeah, it is. It's very short.
But the only thing with Bacchus is, though, unless they change Bacchus, like just like make his scale numbers, like everything about him, just make him less powerful, and he will be not out of band anymore. It's just that he brings too much to not be able to be, because like there's absolutely no reason to not pick up Bacchus if he's open.
What they need to do is they really need to just keep nerfing his numbers like they did with Hebo. I mean, not Hebo, Guan Yu.
Oh, really? That video again?
Of course! If you ever mention Bacchus, this is what must happen.
Oh,
God. Everything.
Them jukes, though.
Dem jukes, man. Dem jukes.
He's like nowhere near him.
That's the funny part. That was Shing. He poofs through the wall and then's like, I'm gonna get him! Boom! And misses him totally. And then he runs around the whole thing and goes to try and get him again and does the same thing where he just totally misses his belly flop. It was priceless. It's on my hard drive. I have to upload it to YouTube.
You take it everywhere you go.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, though. I can agree.
Yeah. Actually, I think I uploaded it to YouTube. I just gotta make it public. I'll go find it at some point and link it. So.
Yep, it's not right now.
So anyway, was there any other questions? Did we answer your question, sir?
Oh yeah, that was a real good explanation of my answer or my question. Sorry, but like if you build Herc tanky and with his heal, like the lower he gets, he's gonna heal all that damage back. He's gonna be hurting you while his HP is low because of his passive.
Yeah. If you build him tanky, he just doesn't do enough damage still.
But you can't kill him either, though.
Oh yeah,
But
but
yes,
there's
he
better
was like
tanks.
in
Knock
that
you up
tank
every-
role, but the thing about his tank role is that he's most effective below 50% HP. For example, his 1 to stun, you have more reliable crowd control from other tanks, which replace
Yeah,
in
like
that
your mirror and
scenario.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's the only issue I had with Herc.
Great. Well, thank you for the call, sir.
Cool, fair enough. Well, we need to wrap
Let's
this
do
up
it.
because it's been running for like an hour and a half, almost.
Yep.
Two. So
We have run into our time block.
yes, it's time to
Too
end.
far.
So we'll close down and play a game or two.
While we're closing down, go ahead and bring up and talk about the winners of the tournaments just one more time.
Just one more time for all the viewers to see the lovely video that I made for the winners of the tournament. This weekend's tournament wrap-up. We have SK victorious and BLG EU. Copenhagen Wolves came in fourth, not to let them stay out from not being noticed. And then over in the NA side, it was Root, Curse, and Snipe. I don't remember who came in fourth there. I could find out real quick.
You could.
I should.
Should you?
I should.
Do it.
Should know.
So, there was
Wasn't
a problem.
It Electric? I'm pretty sure it's Electric.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it was Electric. But they got 2-0'd by Snipe. Just like Curse got 2-0'd by Root. Woo! Too much sun in my eyes. Oh, too much swag. Too much swag. in
One
my
every
eyes.
bar.
I will say, though, Maya Electric did really good in their game against the bye bracket.
Yes. That bye bracket was a terrible thing to play against.
I know. They did a really good job.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, guys, by the way, the last Curse monthly final was also on Sunday.
Oh, that was so annoying.
Unfortunately, it was after the EU was, so it was really late
Yeah, who
for all
won
the
that?
EU teams. Root.
I'm pretty sure Root
Root.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
I
is
think
the
Root
end
won.
of Curse, if I recall.
Yep, as they ran the monthly finals, and that was that. It was the end of Curse.
Well,
it was
I
an
don't
entire
know.
3 teams.
I don't know what they
Yeah.
expected. They placed it right after the EU tournament,
Yep.
and then they expect the EU teams to show up. It's like, you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we've been playing, and no.
Yeah, we've been playing all day, and it's like midnight now.
And now we're gonna play a monthly final, best of 3 all games. Like that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they
Who
can't
wants to
expect
play
the team to
Smite
play
12
for-
hours straight?
Yeah, like at
Yeah,
that
exactly.
point, like we had played for 7 hours, so we would like have had to play for like 10, 12 hours.
Yep. Straight, too. And these aren't just like...
Nah.
Yeah, and you weren't playing just like, normal games or like pickup games. No. These were tournament games.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
not
serious.
Not easy. Not easy stuff. That's
Oh,
one of the
God.
problems about having everything on the weekend is, you have everything on the weekend.
It's quality,
But-
Fred.
But
Slice, what's your rant?
they,
Scythe, do you have a rant now?
Yes, I have a rant.
All
Do it.
right. Put
Okay,
your microphone
okay.
to your face
This
and
one-
go ranty.
Okay, anyway. This one's for Hi-Rez because you guys fucking kill me. You had this great idea, right? Voice packs. We've seen them forever. We know they're there. You have a fucking stack of them. I don't care if you're just releasing 2 to test them or whatever. But why the fuck can't I use favor on them? Why? I'm still gonna buy skins from you, the good ones. Like, come on now, give me something to sink like the 100,000 favor I have, because I got that pack. What? Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Shit.
Come on,
Give me a little fucking icon I can buy and put next to my name or something. Give me something to use this shit on. It's an eyesore, goddammit.
I have 100,000 of it, and I want to do something with it.
Like,
I can't spit on my favor, guys.
Now we see why none of us are rich, because everybody wants to spend their favor on something. We can't just sit here
You
and
got-
save it indefinitely.
You got spray going again.
Uh-uh.
No.
no,
I'm
the
gonna-
goal
I'm
is to
gonna
get
stop.
SmackTrickz going.
You stupid ass American.
Yeah, it would be nice if you could burn your favor for gems. Like,
Also, Woggle in season 2, please. Yes.
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey, the
We are
post is on
actually
Reddit.
the official winners of Boggle Season 1. You saying?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
What was that? What was that, Cooper? Was that Copenhagen?
But that's like the last tournament you won as well, Spray.
Oh!
Okay. I'm pretty sure we won the Curse of Monthly Finals. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, so harsh.
And let me look at the numbers here from Vix. How many tournaments have you won?
Ooh.
A whole...
Oh, yeah.
Whole 0?
A whole of 1.
Oh,
No,
you
we've
won
won
the
1.
My Revenge nobody played in. That's great.
Hey, you sound salty, Spray. You sound salty.
Good job,
Is
Smack.
that the
Salty
fourth
spray
place
from
talking?
the ocean, yo. It's all good.
Oh, that was so bad.
I think it's just the 4th place talking.
Oh.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to have you guys on again. This is going to be fun.
You know, that's gonna bite you next. You know that, right? You know that. You know that.
It's all good.
Well, he
I
does
love
have
Spray.
smack in his name, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it had to
This
happen
could get
sometimes.
This could get good. So, Victorious will go down to E-Lemon this week. And then Copenhagen will beat SK in the semifinals. And then BLGEU will beat Copenhagen Wolves in the finals. And that's how it's going to roll.
Yep.
I foresee it now!
We shall see.
Yep.
Really?
That's how it'll roll.
All I know is Vix is going down, so I don't know.
Okay, Spray. We'll be waiting.
Alright.
Awesome.
You'll be waiting. Oh my hell, you know. Oh wait,
Woggle
she's bad,
forever.
right?
Oh wait, we'll ban Hell, because
Oh,
obviously
right.
Broken God.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Obviously.
All right, Scythe, you'll be up and running tomorrow. Cross your fingers. Getting a case
Knock
tomorrow.
on wood, do something. Shit.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have a BLG NA mid back, and we'll get that. And then Root will have something to worry about. All right, Sprayarn, SmackTrickz, give us your. I guess we'll start with SmackTrickz first, since it is his first time on the show. Do you have any shout-outs, and then I guess post your various links to Twitter or things in the chat, because it's no use saying it because people will only read it.
Well, shout out to Victoria's Secret and my team, and shout out to Copenhagen Wolves and Sprayarn, Spray for Spray. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, hashtag Team Huddle.
Yes, hashtag Team Huddle.
I can't wait for somebody to gank you doing that.
Yes, actually, there's been several call-outs that they said if we ever face Victorious, we were going to totally 5-man them in their Team Huddle. So
They can come at us at our like Phoenix and secondary tower. Please, please invade us.
Good. So, Sprayarn, where can we find you, and who do you have shout-outs to?
Shoutouts to Cret.
Why? He does nothing.
Because Cret is a very nice guy. He makes me happy. So,
Hey, whatever makes you happy, I won't judge.
Wow.
Exactly. So,
I don't
shout
judge.
out to Cret. Shout out to Cret and
I reserve the right to judge.
and Cret again. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Cool.
Cret.
Great. All right, Mini Cooper.
Yes, Mini Cooper, what would you like to say?
I already posted my Twitter in chat. Shout out to Spray for Spray. Yeah, that is you. Shout out to Baz, who has been Mia from the community for a while. He just removed me from all of his contact lists today, so like that. And the final thing I have to say is right there in chat. That's all I have to say. I'm done.
Announcement for competitive players?
That's all I have to say.
The hell did
Oh, the Woggle.
Oh.
Woggle
Yeah.
Season 2, guys.
Oh, yeah, that thing again.
All
Have they
right.
not removed that yet? Scytheman, do you have any shout-outs real quick?
Tyson.
Let's do shout-outs to all 2 of my fans who have waited like 2 months for me to be playing again.
I better get one. I better get one.
Coop, you're not getting one just because you're asking for one now. You impatient fuck. Shout-outs to Saf, because Saf.
Why?
Why not? God damn it. Shout-outs to Sprayarn because I'm gonna pound his Artemis like this weekend or something. And I guess I'll give a shout out to Coop for hooking me up, but
No, please don't give a shout out to Coop. It's Cooper. You can't give a shout out.
Hold on. Hold up. Shout outs to Biostar and.
Oh my god.
Let's do a Radeon one. AMD.
Hey, Scythe, is a Pentium or a Celeron better?
I don't fucking know. Leave me the fuck alone.
It's like, I just read the box.
Yeah.
Listen.
All right. Do you have
I
anything
play
you
the
want to say?
game.
Dude, check us out at bogaming.com. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We are very much actively working on revamping our guide system, so
Yes.
it's going to be awesome and new, and we're going to get rid of all those old guides that don't make any sense anymore.
Yeah, our guy has them basically working on the back end. It's just a matter of making them work on the front end right now. He's been working on that for the past 2 days. He was hoping to have it up in like an hour, but he got into the code and he's like, "What the hell is this?" And so he's been like working with it slowly but surely. But I have seen them working on the back end, so we have very, very good progress.
Yep.
So thank you very good, Mr. Payload.
If you want nostalgia, go look at the Sobek guide with Midas boots. Because it's still there.
Oh yeah,
Midas
Lassus still has a guide on there, and so does Lionheart. Like all those guides that were made by all those people all those months ago.
Yeah, like 8 months ago.
So we might make some sort of archive of them or something, or just get rid of them. We're not sure. So
Okay, wait.
What?
I just want to say, in his build, Luxor items is Pythagorum's piece on Agni. What the hell?
Look at the stats at the time. That was all I have to say. Well, I mean, granted, they might have changed because I think he updated the items. So
yeah,
these were built.
Yeah, just don't look at them.
Yeah.
Like really, don't exist.
Yeah, and so once you'll know when the new system's live when suddenly there's no more guides, because that means Scythe and all the BLG guys and gals and like maybe Sprayarn and some other people will be building some guides for us as soon as the new system goes live, so that way people can be like, oh, "Yay! I can play like Sprayarn," and not nearly as well.
And to everybody, it's Sprayarn.
Making
Double
Hell
Y.
guide.
You'll be making a Hell guide.
Yes.
Sweet. So that's it. Sprayarn Hell guide. You see it coming on?
You got to do the Artemis guides, right?
Yes.
All right.
What are you doing? True. All right. So, thanks everyone for joining us. We are going to cut
BOGaming.com.
Yes,
also,
BOGaming.com. You can follow me on Twitter.
What's going on Sunday? Casually competitive tournament.
Yes, casually competitive
And
tournament. It
Joust
still
tournament.
runs, and the Joust tournament.
And
so don't miss those.
What else happens on Sunday? An EU tournament run by who?
By me.
By you. Where can they go to sign up, Mr.
Esports.smitegame.com if you are EU and you happen to be awake still.
Yeah, at 5 a.m.
At 5 a.m.
Just, you know.
I also want to give a huge shout out to Sprayarn and SmackTrickz for staying up this late and joining us. It was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I really hope to have you back more often.
We got to get SmackTrickz on here more often just to make them laugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I agree. Yes. So,
peace
anyway,
out, guys.
We'll be back shortly with some gameplay.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Shout out to Jerb.
Shout out to Jerb.
Shout out to Jerb. Even though Richard Lewis ate him alive and spit him back out, and everybody got rage quitty and all sorts of stuff like that. Shout out to Jerb for being a good sport and playing well. So,
spray gases.
No. All right. Oh my god. So we're gonna end on the intro video. Oh, so nice. So nice.